Hi, how's everybody doing? It's Crazy Monkey here again. Another blog update real quick. This one I'm going to talk about how socialism versus conservatism works, and the choices you make in life will determine the type of life you have. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new type of video. I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking about it. I was hiking earlier in the mountains today. I got a video up earlier while I was hiking up in the mountains. I was just on the hike for like 4 hours. That was earlier today. Pretty fun. Everything's turning lush and green up in the mountains. It's pretty fun. And as I was hiking, when I'm hiking, I always think of these new great ideas when I'm on the hiking trail. Like one of my ideas I was just thinking on the hiking trail was that you should like buy stuff dirt cheap. Like for example, if you can get juice, say Walmart or Costco, and it's like $2 or $3, you should go to like a discount store and try to get the same thing for like $1. And then what you do is you save all the money, and then you put that in like a bank account, and then once you get like 500 or 1,000 in the bank account, you send that to like a stock market brokerage account, and then you buy like 25 or 50 shares of stock. And then you do that like every 6 months, so that way you're acquiring shares of stock, shares of like dividend paying stock. And if you do that over 10, 20 years, in theory, you'd have like 50,000 in stock, and you would have dividends of like 2,000, 3,000 off your stock. In theory, that's what you would do. So I just want to say I was just thinking that idea when I was on the hiking trail. I already told you about different systems where you can make money off. You buy a small house, you buy a duplex, you rent out one side of the duplex, you live in the other side, you can make money doing that. I think I've talked about that before. But anyway, what I want to talk about is how the liberal, Democrat, socialist system is about destroying you. It's about getting you to live in some high-priced city like San Francisco, Seattle. It's getting you to be a renter slave. It's getting you to get a college degree that's worthless. So you spend like $50,000 on a college degree that's worthless. And then it's like you wind up in this big, huge city where you're paying like $1,500 for a micro studio. Their system is to make you a slave. That's their system. They don't want you to get free. They don't want you to buy a single family house. They don't want you to be independent and free, because if you are, you're not going to vote for them. You're not going to vote for them and their rent control and all their wacky leftist ideas. How did these people, these Bellagio is that the name of the mayor in New York City, how does he get elected? You ever thought about that? How does a person that left-wing, that crazy, that whacked out, how does he get elected? His policies are just wacky. His policies are just liberal, leftist, wacky, socialist policies. How does a guy like that get elected? You ever thought about that? He gets elected because New York City is a city of renters. It's not a city of owners, it's a city of renters. See, the whole socialist system is to make you a renter, make you poor, and then you vote for these radical socialists that support rent control. You vote for these radical socialists that support all these socialist policies. And that's their system, folks. Just have to make sure the camera's still on. But that's their system. Their system is to make you poor. Right? It's to make you a renter. And the system basically, eventually what they're going to do is they're going to have like every big city ultra expensive. They're going to put tech jobs in the city center. They're going to put bureaucrat jobs in the city center, government worker jobs in the city center. They're going to make the house prices in the city center $1 million or more. And then what happens is everybody else has to viciously compete for like the second ring, the first ring, the third ring, outer suburbs. They have to viciously compete, driving up the prices, bidding wars everywhere, making the prices go astronomical. Then they use massive immigration to flood into our country to make the house prices go up even more. And their system is to basically make house prices sky high, so you're a renter for life.